Hello everyone and very good afternoon once again. So I'm C. Gaurav Chopra. Welcome you to the classes of CA Foundation. So
Recording in
proportion. So what
progress.
is the meaning of the term proportion? Then what are the properties of proportions? ये सारी चीजें आज हम करने वाले हैं in today's session. So yes, some more people are connected now. Arit Das, Rohiti, Sneha, Shubham, Antima, Rakshita, then Aisha Meenal. Great. So welcome everybody. So let us begin with the word proportion. Proportion हम किसे कहते हैं? What is the meaning of the term proportion? So and इसका यूसेज कहाँ पे है? तो जब भी हम कोई केस स्टडी देखते हैं लाइक किसी पर्सन की सैलरी इंक्रीज होती है तो उस पर्सन की सैलरी कितने से इंक्रीज हुई है तो इफ द इनकम ऑफ अ मैन इज इंक्रीज in a given ratio and if the increase in the income is given and we have to calculate the new income पुरानी इनकम पता है इंक्रीमेंट कितना हुआ ये भी हमें पता है and what we have to calculate the new income then for solving such a problem proportion is used ऐसी प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए हम proportion का यूज करते हैं नाउ proportion का यूज कैसे होता है एंड सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट हम किसको proportion बोलेंगे तो फर्स्ट थिंग इज एन इक्वालिटी ऑफ टू रेशियोज जब दो रेशियो इक्वल हो जाते हैं एन इक्वालिटी ऑफ टू रेशियोज इज नोन एज proportion. For example, if there are two ratios, first ratio is A ratio B and second is C ratio D. These are two different ratios, two separate ratios, and if they are equal, अगर दोनों इक्वल हो जाते हैं then these ratios are said to be in proportion. जब भी कोई दो रेशियो इक्वल होंगे तो हम क्या कहेंगे they are in proportion. तो in short what we are saying equality of two ratios is known as proportion. So if A ratio B is equal to C ratio D, that means they are said to be in proportion. And these can also be written as A ratio B. Then there are two colon sign. So these two colon sign denotes proportion. So either we can use equal to sign or you can use these four dots which also denotes proportion. So meaning is same in both the cases. All right. In proportion. So now how do we simplify this? How can we simplify this? So there is one simple formula which says that if it is A ratio B, A ratio B equal to C ratio D. Now what we have to do? We have to multiply the two numbers. Which two numbers? Two middle terms and two corner terms. So how we have to multiply? Two corner terms A and D is equal to B and C. B multiplied by C. A into D is known as product of extremes is equal to product of means. Product of extremes is equal to product of means. मीन्स का मतलब हो गया मिडल टू टर्म्स बीच की दो वैल्यूज तो हमें किसको मल्टीप्लाई करना है कॉर्नर वाली टर्म को ऑन लेफ्ट हैंड साइड एंड मिडिल वाली टर्म को ऑन राइट हैंड साइड ओके सो दीज टू विल बी इक्वल तो जब भी कोई दो रेशियो प्रोपोर्शन में है देन दे विल ऑलवेज फॉलो दिस कंडीशन AD is equal to BC or you can say that first term multiplied by the fourth term So now we were discussing about the proportion. If A ratio B is equal to C ratio D, then what is the condition? Product of means is equal to product of extremes. The extremes means what? The corner values. And means का मतलब क्या है? The middle values. So AD is equal to BC. AD is equal to BC. Let us take one simple example. Let's say there is one ratio 2 is to 3 and other ratio is 4 is to 6. So these are the two ratios. So are these two ratios equal? So we can check this out. Put equal to sign in between. Now apply the formula product of mean and product of extreme. So 2 into 6 is 12. 2 multiplied by 6 is 12. And 3 multiplied by 4 is also 12. So both of them are equal. Both of them are equal. That means these two ratios are into proportion. तो जब भी आपको दो रेशियोज गिवन है आपको चेक करना है whether they are in proportion or not. Just apply the formula product of means equal to product of extremes. तो corner value को multiply करें and then middle terms को multiply करें. Okay, that's it. So let's take one more example. Let's say one ratio is 1 ratio 3, other is 3 ratio 9. Now again we have to check whether they are in proportion or not. So product of mean and product of extreme. 1 into 9 gives 9. 3 multiplied by 3 gives 9. Both are equal. That means they are said to be in proportion. So these are in proportion. Let's take one more example. 2 ratio 5 and 4 ratio 15. Now let's check. 5 into 4 is 20. Then 2 multiplied by 15 is 30. Now this time these two are not equal. They are not equal. Therefore, it is not in proportion. It is not in proportion. So whenever they are equal, they are said to be in proportion. If they are not equal, then they will not be in proportion. Okay. Now, this method is known as cross product rule. How? Let's say if there is one ratio A is to B and second ratio is C ratio D and there is equal to sign in between. Now in the previous class we have read that ratios can be written in the form of fraction as well. So A ratio can be written as A by B and C ratio D can be written as C upon D. Now on cross multiplications, let's see what we get. A multiplied by D is equal to B into C. AD is equal to BC. So this is known as cross product rule. So using this rule, we get the same result. Product of extreme is equal to product of means. Okay. So Bhumi is asking if they are not in proportion, then what we have to do? You have to select that option. Because if the question is asking about whether the given ratios are in proportion or not, option A is they are in proportion. Option B, they are not in proportion. Then of course you have to select not in proportion. All right. Now, if there are only 3 terms, instead of 4, there are only 3 terms, then how we have to apply this? Let's say there are 3 terms A, B, and C, and they are in continuous proportion. Continuous proportion means A is having ratio with B and B is having ratio with C. If there is equal to sign in between, then again apply product of mean and product of extreme. What we get? B square equal to AC. So this becomes the condition. So if there are only 3 values A, B, and C, then we can apply this formula. B square is equal to AC. This is the condition applicable when there are only 3 numbers. But when there are 4, then we can apply AD is equal to BC. All right. So 3 quantities A, B, and C of the same kind that is having the same unit. This is the basic condition of ratios जो हमने previous session में पढ़ा था. It must always be fulfilled. सबका यूनिट सेम होना जरूरी है. या तो सब किलोग्राम में होंगे, सब मीटर में होंगे, सब सेंटीमीटर में होंगे. Whatever be the case, unit must be the same. So these 3 quantities are said to be in continuous proportion. कि 3 quantities continuous proportion में होगी, लेकिन कब होगी? जब ये condition satisfy हो जाएगी, b square is equal to AC. All right. So this is the second condition. Now let's come to illustration number first. Illustration number first is ₹6 ratio with ₹8. So ₹6 having ratio with ₹8 equal to 12 toffees ratio 16 toffees. Okay. Now see what this denotes. It means that ₹6. In ₹6 we get 12 toffees. In ₹6 we get 12 toffees, and in ₹8 we are getting 16 toffees. Now whether these two are in proportion or not, this we have to clarify. This we have to clear. So the first ratio is having the unit as rupees, and second ratio is having the unit as toffees. So yes, they are correct because these two must have same units. So first two values, ₹6, ₹8, they are having same unit, and then 12 toffees and 16 toffees, again both of them are having same unit. So there is no problem in that. But now we have to check whether they are proportionate or not. Then we have to apply the formula. Which formula we have to apply? We have to apply product of means and product of extreme. So 8 multiplied by 12 should be equal to 6 multiplied by 16. So 8 into 12 is 96 and 6 into 16 is also 96. So since both are equal, so they are said to be in proportion. तो ये दोनों किस में हो गए? Proportion में हो. Okay. All right. Yes. So Sheetal Lakshmi has given answer. Saloni, Sakshi Pandey, Sweta Agarwal. Great. So let's move towards example number 1. Now, example number 1 says the numbers 2.4, 3.2, 1.5, and 2 are in proportion. So we have to check whether these are in proportion or not. So let's check 2.4, 3.2, then 1.5, and then 2. So now we have to check whether they are in proportion or not. So for checking, what we have to do, apply the product rule, product of means and product of extremes. So 3.2 multiplied by 1.5 should be equal to 2.4 multiplied by 2. So how much we are getting? 4.8 and 4.8. So both are equal. Since both are equal, they are said to be in proportion. They are said to be in proportion. All right. So those who have late joined the class, you can start from the beginning. And we have just covered one basic concept and not much till now. Okay. Let's come towards example number 2. Find the value of x. So this time Out of 4 values, one figure is missing, and that x we have to calculate. So let's try with example number second. It says the first value is 10 by 3, second is x, third value is 5 by 2, and fourth value is 5 by 4. And question says find the value of x. So how can we calculate the value of x? So again, apply the same concept. Product of mean should be equal to product of extreme. So x multiplied by 5 by 2 should be equal to 10 by 3 multiplied by 5 by 4. So now we can cancel 5 from both the sides. Also, we can cancel out 2. So what will be left? Let's see what is left with us now. So we are left with 5 upon 3. Therefore, value of x is equal to 5 by 3. So in this way, we can easily calculate the value of x. All right. So Saloni and Mansi Mahi has given the answer. Great. All right. So let's move towards example number 3. Example 3 says find the fourth proportional. That means we have to calculate the fourth value. 3 values are given and we have to find out the fourth value, the fourth position we have to calculate. So what are the values given? First one is 2 by 3. Second one is 3 by 7. Third one is 4. And last one is x. So these are the 4 given values. And from this, we have to calculate the missing figure, that is x. So again, applying the same method, product of means should be equal to product of extreme. So 3 by 7 multiplied by 4 should be equal to 2 by 3 multiplied by x. Okay, so let's do some simplification. 2 is getting cancelled. So what is left? 3 into 3, 9. Multiplied by 2 is 18. So 18 upon 7 is the value of x. 18 upon 7 is the value of x. So this is example number 3. So Bhumi says, my concepts are now getting clearer. That's great. So those students who are having doubt, we will be taking doubt session at the end. Okay. So you can keep your doubts intact from the previous session as well. So we will be taking your doubts in the last section. Okay. So Jayashree is asking, I cannot understand example number 3. See, in example number 3, we have to compute the fourth value. 3 values are given. 3 values are already given. This is the first one, second, third, and x is the fourth one. So fourth value you have to calculate. So just applying the same formula, same method, and we are getting the result as 18 upon 7. Okay, Jayashree? So remaining all have given the answers. Mahavesh has given, Apurva, Sakshi, Aditi, Pratyush. Great. Sachin says your teaching is so nice. That's great. Thank you so much, dear. Okay. Now, fourth one. Example number 4. Now understand it very carefully. Find the third proportion. So how many values are given to us? 2.4 kg is the first value, 9.6 kg is the second value, and third value we have to calculate. So there are only 3 figures. So for 3 figures, what is the formula? B square equal to AC. Okay, so let's apply. 2.4, 9.6, and then x. So these are the three values. Now applying this formula, b square equal to ac. What is b? 9.6 square is equal to 2.4 multiplied by x. Now you can simplify this and get the value of x. Okay. Antima is asking, please provide important question for exam point of view. Yes, we will be discussing each and everything, but first thing is to complete the chapter. After that, we will move towards some extra things like what will be the weightage, what will be the exam important questions and everything. So all will be taken at later stage because this is the first stage that we have to understand the chapter. We don't have to like run behind the questions. We have to run behind the concepts. If you know all the concepts carefully of the chapter, if you have knowledge about all the concepts of the chapter, then you can solve each and every question, whether it is twisted, whether it is simple, whether it is hard, or it is lengthy, or it is easy. You can solve all variety. So at present, we have to focus on the basic concept, on the basic formulas. All right. So all these will be done at later stage. So Rehan says for science background student it is too easy. Well, it is easy for each and everybody, so no need to worry whether you are from like maths background or non-maths background or commerce or science. No need to worry. Okay. So what you are getting the final result, x is equal to 38.4. So this is your final value. So most of you have given the answer. That's great. Okay. Now, find the mean proportion between 1.25 and 1.8. So again, we have to apply the same formula, but this time we have to find the mean proportion. So what is the meaning of mean proportion? Mean का मतलब होता है middle value. So you have to calculate the middle term, the second term. First term is 1.25, third term is 1.8, and middle term we have to calculate. So let's assume the middle term as x. So applying the formula b square equal to ac. Let's simplify. How much we are getting? X square is equal to 2.25. So value of x will be square root of 2.25, which is nothing but 1.5. So 1.5 is the value of x. So this is known as mean proportion. All right. This is known as mean proportion. So I think everyone is clear till now. So we have studied one property for 4 numbers, another property for 3 numbers. Now there are other properties of proportion which we have to study. Okay, there are some other properties of proportion which we have to study now. So let's start with that. So let's make the grid lines. Yes. The first property which we have done was A by, or we can say A ratio B is equal to C ratio D. This is the standard format. Okay, this is the standard format. And what is happening? Yeah. So this is the standard format. So we had written A by B is equal to C by D. And using the cross product rule, we are getting AD is equal to BC. So this is the first property which is known as cross product rule. First property which is known as cross product rule. Okay. Now the second one. Second one is known as Invertendo. Now, what is the meaning of this? Let us understand. This is known as invertendo. So, if A ratio B and C ratio D is the given ratio, then for invertendo, what we have to do? We have to interchange the values. We have to interchange the values. How to interchange? Let's say A by B is equal to C by D. So we have to change the positions. The reciprocals B by A and D by C. What we have done? Simply reciprocate. We have simply done the reciprocal. Or you can just say that A ratio B and C ratio D. So A ratio B is written as B ratio A. And C ratio D is written as D ratio C. So we have just interchanged the position of A and B as well as C and D. We have just changed their position. So this is known as inverting. So if we apply this, so whether they are in proportion or not, yes, they will be in proportion. How? Let's take one example. If 2 ratio 3 and 4 ratio 6 are equal. So whether they are equal or not, they are in proportion or not. At present, they are in proportion. How? And because we know that 2 multiplied by 6 is 12 and 3 into 4 is also 12. So both are equal. So this at present they are in proportion. Now if we interchange their places, now we have to check whether they are still into proportion or not. क्या ये अभी proportion में है या नहीं है? So let's check once again. 2 multiplied by 6 and 3 multiplied by 4. Still both are 12. So still they are in proportion. So in short, this property says that if we inverse the values, A and B की पोजीशन को आपने चेंज किया, C and D की पोजीशन को भी आपने चेंज किया, तो उसका इफेक्ट कुछ नहीं पड़ता है. They are still into proportion. All right. Yes. So Sakshi has understood. Kavita, Vishal, great. So everybody has understood. This is known as invertendo. तो अगर हम invertendo अप्लाई करते हैं तो भी given ratios proportion में रहेंगे. Okay. So next is alternando. Third property is known as alternando. Now in this alternando, what we have to do? Alternando. So in this alternando, A ratio B is equal to C ratio D. This is the given ratio. Now this time we are interchanging the position of B and C. We are altering the values B and C. B की place पे C रखना है, C की place पे B रखना है. So we are interchanging these two. So it will become A ratio C and B ratio D. So after altering, these two will still be into proportion. Let's see how. See, originally we have written 2:3 equal to 4:6. So originally they are in proportion. Now if we are interchanging the position, we have interchanged these two values. So it will become 2 ratio 4 and 3 ratio 6. Now again you can check they are in proportion or not. So yes, they are in proportion. 4 into 3 is 12. 2 into 6 is also 12. So still they are in proportion. So if we alter the values, कौन सी values को हमने alter किया है? Middle two values. B की place पे C रखा है और C के place पे B को रख दिया है. Then still they are said to be in proportion. So first property हमने पढ़ी क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट रूल, सेकंड प्रॉपर्टी वाज इन्वर्ट एंडो, दोनों रेशियोज की वैल्यू को हमने इंटरचेंज कर दिया, एंड इन थर्ड केस अल्टरनेंडो में ओनली मिडिल टू वैल्यूज को आपने इंटरचेंज किया, बट स्टिल दे आर इन proportion. Okay, all right. Now the property number 4, fourth one is known as componendo. Property number 4 is known as componendo. So in componendo, what we have to do? So the given ratio is same, A by B equal to C by D. Now we are adding 1 on both the sides. If we add 1 on both the sides, then the ratio becomes A plus B upon B is equal to C plus D upon D. Or this can also be written as A plus B ratio B is equal to C plus D ratio D. This is known as componendo. So in short, componendo में हम क्या करते हैं, दोनों तरफ आपने +1 किया, एंड +1 करने से हमारा रेशियो क्या बनेगा, A plus B रेशियो B इक्वल टू C plus D रेशियो D. सो componendo अप्लाई करने के बाद भी रेशियोज प्रोपोर्शन में रहेंगे. So let us check with the same example. How? So 2:3 and 4:6. 2:3 and 4, add 1 on both the sides. 2/3 plus 1 and 4/6 plus 1. So what we are getting? We are getting 5/3 equal to 10/6. Or you can say that 5:3 is equal to 10:6. So again, you can check they are in proportion. 3 multiplied by 10 is equal to 5 multiplied by 6. So 30 on both the sides. So they are into proportion. So after applying componendo also, they are in proportion. All right. और in short, you can say that numerator में हमें किसको ऐड करना है, denominator. So we have to add denominator in the numerator. Let's say 1:3 is equal to 3:9. So if we have to apply componendo here also, then how we will apply? 1/3 plus 1 and 3/9 plus 1. So it will become 4/3 and 12/9. If you want to do directly from here, then what is the shortcut? Add denominator in the numerator. So 1 plus 3 upon 3. And here also 3 plus 9 upon 9. So it will become 4/3 and 12 upon 9. So this is known as componendo. All right. So Vishal is asking, this is your first session. No, this is my second session. First was for ratio and this is now proportion. Okay. Keshav is asking, mean proportion समझ नहीं आया. See, mean proportion means just apply the formula B square equal to AC. B square equal to AC. So this was the fourth property, componendo. Then let's move towards the next property, which is dividendo. तो componendo में हमने प्लस किया था, dividendo में हम सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे. So dividendo. So A by B minus 1 and C by D minus 1. So it will become A minus B upon B is equal to C minus D upon D. This is dividendo. So still it will follow. So A minus B ratio B is equal to C minus D ratio D. So it can be written in this manner. So let's check once again. 3 ratio 2 is equal to, let's say 9 ratio 6. So at present, this is into proportion. Now, if you apply dividend, so 3 by 2 minus 1 and 9 by 6 minus 1. So what we are getting, 3 minus 2 upon 2 and 9 minus 6 upon 6. That is 1 by 2 and 3 by 6. So 1 by 2 and 3 by 6 both are equal. Or you can also write 1 by 2, 1 ratio 2 is equal to 3 ratio 6. So this is known as dividendo. So in dividendo, we have to just subtract 1. Then few students are asking how to apply these on the present thing. After that, we will move towards future, because first thing is to understand the property, how to apply, where to apply. So for that, we are having a lot of examples, lot of questions. So we will be doing that automatically, because this class is framed according to our examination pattern only. So we will follow each and everything accordingly. All right. So at present, we have to just focus on what we are understanding the concept. All right. Then Sakshi is asking how these two are equal, 1 by 2 and 3 by 6. See, if you cancel, it will become 1 by 2. Hence proof, they are equal. All right. Or other ways to, like 2 by 2 multiply by 3 and 1 multiply by 6. Both are equal. Then also proof. So both ways are there, which says that they are equal. All right. So this was dividendo. Now the next property is componendo and dividendo, both together. Both are applied together. So let's write the next property, componendo and dividendo. So both we have to apply simultaneously. So how we have to apply? So A ratio B is equal to C ratio D. It is the given case. So in numerator, we will write plus sign A plus B. In denominator, we will write minus A minus B. Similarly, C plus D and C minus D. So in this way, it is componendo and dividendo. Addition in numerator, subtraction in denominator. So if we apply componendo and dividendo, then also they will be in proportion. Let's take the same example. 3 ratio 2 is equal to 9 ratio 6. Okay. Now apply this property. 3 plus 2 upon 3 minus 2 equal to 9 plus 6 upon 9 minus 6. So what we are getting, 5 upon 1 is equal to 15 upon 3. So again, both are equal. If you check them, try to cancel them, you are getting the same result. Both are equal. So this is also the property of proportion, componendo and dividendo. Then next one is addendo. Next property is addendo. Number 7. Now, how to apply this addendo? Let us understand. So for Addendo, let's say the ratio is given A ratio B is equal to C ratio D. Then what we have to do, add the numerators and divided by add the denominators. Like this can be written as A by B equal to C by D. So you have to add the numerator A plus C upon B plus D. If there are more ratios, let's say E ratio F is also there, then we can further add here plus E and plus F. If let's say one more ratio is there, G and X, then again we can write here G and H. So plus G in numerator plus H in denominator. So in short, addendo means सारी values को add करना है. Ratios की सारी first value को add करें in numerator divided by सारी second values को add कर दे in denominator. Okay, or you can say all numerators are adding together and all the values of denominator are adding together. This is known as addendo. So let us understand this also. Let's say 1 by 2 is given, 2 by 4 is given, 3 by 6 is given. Okay, if you cancel 2 by 4, you will get 1 by 2. If you cancel 3 by 6, then also you will get 1 by 2. That means they are equal. They are at present in proportion. If we apply addendo, then we have to check whether they will be in proportion or not. So apply the addendo 1 plus 2 plus 3 upon 2 plus 4 plus 6. How much is coming? 6 upon 12. And 6 upon 12 means half. That means after applying addendo, it is coming same. The result is same. So therefore, this is also the property of proportion. Then Nazir is asking, in properties का क्या फायदा? See, फायदा हम questions में देखेंगे. At present, we are just learning the properties. We are understanding the properties. Okay? फायदा आपको questions करते वक्त पता चलेगा. All right, Nazir. So this is addendo. Now there is last property which is known as subtrahendo. Last property, subtrahendo. Now in subtrahendo, what we have to do? So let's say again, this is the situation, A ratio B equal to C ratio D equal to E ratio F. This is given. Or you can say that A by B equal to C by D equal to E by F is given. Now from the first one, you have to subtract all other numerator values. तो A में से आपने C माइनस किया, E माइनस किया, डिवाइडेड बाय B में से आपको क्या माइनस करना है? D एंड माइनस F. ओके, तो एक वैल्यू में से बाकी सारी वैल्यूज को आपको क्या करना है? सब्ट्रैक्ट करना है. So if we are starting with A, then subtract other values upon B minus all other values. So first value रहेगी positive, rest all will be negative. This is known as subtrahendo. Okay. Then Srishti is asking, 5 minutes before the class ends, please share your CA journey. Sure, Srishti, I will be sharing that also. Okay. So let me know and in the last moment so that I will be sharing my story also. Okay. So this is subtrahendo. Now, how we will be applying this in our properties? So let us understand with the help of the examples. So now we are moving towards example number 1. So come on, this example number 1. It says A ratio B is equal to C ratio D is equal to 2.5 ratio 1.5. So this is given in the format of ratio. Now we can convert it into form of fraction also. A ratio B can be written as A by B equal to C by D equal to 2.5 upon 1.5. This is given. Now, what is the requirement? The requirement says find AD ratio BC. What we have to do? AD ratio BC we have to calculate. Now, in order to calculate this AD ratio BC, we have to do the cross multiplication. So let us substitute the value. So it is simply A by B. The value of A by B is 2.5 upon 1.5. So we can write 2.5 upon 1.5 in place of A by B. Also, the value of C by D is also same, 2.5 upon 1.5. So in this place also, we are writing 2.5 upon 1.5. Now we have to do the cross multiplication. So cross multiplication means 2.5 into 1.5 equal to, so both will be cancelled. Ratio is 1:1. This is AD equal to BC. Because what we have done, the simple cross multiplication. So AD ratio BC is 1:1. Okay. Now, in the next one, what we have to do, A plus C and B plus D, you can calculate. So A plus C ratio B plus D. So what is the value of A? It is 2.5 and C is also 2.5. What is the value of B and D? It is 1.5 and also 1.5. So final result will be 5:3. 5:3. So this is A plus C ratio B plus D. All right. So this was example number 1. Now the next one, example number 2. So let us understand this, how we have to apply the property. So now here property will be required. Example number 2 says A by 3 is equal to B by 4 is equal to C by 7. And you have to find out the value of A plus B plus C upon C. This we have to calculate. Now, what is the requirement? We have to add all these three values, A plus B plus C. Now, in which property we add all the numerators? Which is the property in which we add all the numerators? So the property we have done is Addendo, where we have to add all the values. So therefore, we are adding them, A plus B plus C. And denominator also we are getting 3 plus 4 plus 7. Now, here in denominator we require C. Therefore, we can compare it with C. We are comparing it with C. Now, on simplification, what we are getting, A plus B plus C upon C is equal to 14 by 7. So 14 by 7 is 2. Hence, the result will be 2. Okay. So यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन को देख करके आपको पता लग जाएगा कि कौन सी प्रॉपर्टी अप्लाई करनी है. So since there was addition in between, you have to apply addendo. अगर subtraction का साइन होगा, then we have to apply subtrahendo. Okay. Upon में C था, that is why we have compared with C upon 7. अगर upon में B होता तो आप B by 4 से compare करते. Upon में A होता, then we have to compare with A by 3. So whatever is the requirement, you can apply the property. So this was example number 2. Okay. Now the next one. Now this next one is very good question, important and easy question as well. A dealer mixes tea costing rupees 6.92 per kg with the tea costing rupees 7.77 per kg and sells the mixture at 8.8 per kilogram, earns a profit of 17.5% on his selling price. So in what proportion does he mix them? So कौन से proportion में हमने उसको mix किया है ये पता लगाना है. So let us write the question in our format. So dealer क्या mix कर रहा है? tea mix कर रहा है. Dealer is mixing tea. So variety of tea is two. The first variety, the price of first variety is 6.92 and the price of second variety is 7.77. These are the two prices and he sells the mixture. इन दोनों वैरायटी की टी को मिक्स किया एंड मिक्स करने के बाद द सेलिंग प्राइस इज 8.80. Then we have to find what is the proportion. किस proportion में उसने दोनों वैरायटी की टी को मिक्स किया है? This we have to calculate. So first of all, cost price 1 is given and cost price 2 is given. And after mixing, selling price is given instead of cost price. तो दोनों को मिक्स करने के बाद कॉस्ट प्राइस कितनी आई है वो हमें पहले कैलकुलेट करना है. तो सेलिंग प्राइस से कॉस्ट प्राइस हम कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं? तो एज वी ऑलरेडी नो, सेल्स माइनस प्रॉफिट गिव्स अस द कॉस्ट. अगर हम सेलिंग प्राइस में से प्रॉफिट को सब्ट्रैक्ट करते हैं देन वी गेट कॉस्ट. तो लेट अस सब्ट्रैक्ट द प्रॉफिट. प्रॉफिट कितना है? 17.5%. तो 17.5% is the profit. Now you have to subtract and see what is the cost price. तो कैलकुलेटर पे आपको क्या ट्राई करना है? टाइप 8.80 minus 17.5 and then press percentage sign. 8.8 minus 17.5%. You will get the value as 7.26. This is the cost price of mixture. This is the cost price of mixture. Okay. This is the first step. Now, the next step, second step. अभी आपके पास दोनों cost price आ चुकी है. Now you have to find out the ratio. So how to find the ratio? So let us understand this. 6.92 is variety 1. 7.77 is the price of variety 2 and price of mixture is 7.26. Now just calculate the difference. Just calculate the difference. 7.26 minus 6.92. So how much is the result? 0.34. And 7.77 minus 7.26. How much we are getting? 0.51. So what we are calculating? Difference. Difference and difference. Difference from what? Difference from the price of mixture. Now we have to apply invert endo. Inverse these two values. दोनों values को क्या करना है? Inverse करना है. So 51:34. Now you can cancel with the help of 17. 17 से आपने cancel किया. You are getting 3:2. So this is your correct answer. 3:2. This will be your correct answer. तो first step क्या करना है आपको? Cost price में से आपको दोनों को mix करके combined cost price calculate करनी है. And after that you have to subtract. पहले आपने cost price कैसे calculate किया? Selling price minus profits. Cost price calculate करने के बाद difference and difference. Difference निकालने के बाद last step is interchange the values, apply invert endo, and you will get the correct result. Okay, so Saloni is asking why we have done the invert endo. So this is the process of mixtures and aggregates. जब भी हम mixtures को solve करते हैं तो ये इन्वर्स करना पड़ता है। लेट्स से देयर इज वन वैल्यू ऑन राइट हैंड साइड, अगर कोई वैल्यू राइट हैंड साइड से लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में भेजना है, इधर मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा है तो वहां जाकर के डिवाइड होगा, अगर यहाँ डिवाइड हो रहा है तो वहां जाके मल्टीप्लाई होगा। सो ऑलवेज हम क्या करते हैं, इंटरचेंज करते हैं, उसको इन्वर्स करते हैं। ऑलराइट, so this is the fixed process, there is no change in this, so always we have to apply this invert tendo. All right, so let us move towards the doubts. After that we will be beginning the exercise question. So Shweta is asking in the previous question why we have equated with c by 7. As I have already told, we upon in the denominator c is given, that is why we have compared with c by 7. If b will be given, then we will be comparing b by 4. All right. Okay, so let me explain this question once again. So as per the requirement of question, a dealer mixes the tea costing rupees 6.92 per kg with the tea costing 7.77 per kg. इन दोनों को मिक्स किया and sell करना है at the rate of 8.8. And in the selling price, there is a profit of 17.5%. So in what proportion does he mix them? तो किस proportion में उसने mix किया है, ये आपको पता लगाना है. तो always what is the simplest way? पहले हम क्या करेंगे, selling price minus profit. Selling price में से आपने profit को less किया, you get the cost price of mixture. Now we have done this shortcut. This is a short trick which we have done. So according to this short trick, you have to calculate the difference. So 6.92 and 7.26 का difference 0.34, 7.26 and 7.77 का difference is 0.5. Next step is apply invert tendo. Always, this is a fixed rule. This is a fixed rule. So you have to inverse the ratio. जैसे आपने inverse किया, it is 51:34, and then we are simplifying the ratio and getting 3:2. Okay. So now most of the people are demanding break. So let's have a break of 5 minutes, and then we will be continuing with the questions. Okay. So let's have a break, 5 minutes. So let's move towards the exercise question. Exercise number first B. So the fourth proportional to 4, 6, and 8 is. Now the question is talking about the fourth value. So you have to calculate the fourth one. So let us start with the first question. So it is 4, 6, 8, and fourth one is x. So applying the formula. The same formula we have to apply. Product of mean is equal to product of extreme. So 4 into x is equal to 6 into 8. So what we are getting, x is equal to 12. So value of x is 12. Okay. Then the second one, third proportional to 12 and 18. Third proportional, that means third value we have to calculate. 12, 18, and the third value is x. So how to calculate the third proportional? Again, the same formula, b square equal to ac. So 18 square is equal to 12 multiplied by x. So you can simplify this and get the result. 18 into 18 upon 12 is equal to x. So you will get the answer. So how much you are getting? So most of you have given the answer 27. The value of x is 27. Then somebody was asking doubt in mean proportion. So mean proportion का मतलब क्या है? Middle value, third value. So third value, second value. Mean proportion का मतलब हुआ middle value. तो ये आपको calculate करना है in question number 3. So let us do this. 25 and 81 are the values. So 25 middle term is x and third one is 81. So again b square equal to ac. So x will be root of 25 and 81. So 25 का root कितना होता है? 5, 81 का 9. It will give you 45. So value of x becomes 45. Okay. All right. Then the next one, the number which has the same ratio is 6. That 6 has to 13. Now this is a language based question, but it is very easy. Just try to understand the language. एक नंबर है, उसका रेशियो निकालना है किसके साथ? 26 के साथ. So let that number be x. The number which has the same ratio to 26. So x ratio by 26. Similar to 6 ratio 13. 6 ratio 13. It means that these are into proportion. These two ratios are in proportion. And then we have to find out the value of x. Applying the same method, product of mean and product of extreme. So 13 into x is equal to 26 multiplied by 6. Let us cancel 13. What we are getting? X equal to 12. X equal to 12. Okay. This is the value of x. So which option you have to select? Option number D. None of these. Now the fifth one, you have to calculate fourth proportional. Okay. We have to calculate the fourth proportional. 2A, then A square, and then C. And then you have to calculate the fourth proportional. To let the fourth proportional be X, so apply the same method, product of mean and product of extremes. So A square into C is equal to 2A multiplied by X. 1A is getting cancelled. So X is equal to AC upon 2. Value of X will be AC upon 2. Now you can check which option is correct. Option number A. For question number 5, option number A is correct. All right. Now, question number 6, you guys have to answer. I am not solving it here, but you have to solve and write your answer in the comment box. Okay. Question number 6, you have to do now. The 4 numbers are given. Find the value of X. These 4 numbers are in proportion. So apply the formula and get the result. Okay, apply the formula and get the result. Four numbers are given in proportion 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 5, and 1 by X. You have to compute the value of X. So Gautam Verma has given the answer, option number A. Saloni has also given A option. Okay, so let's check whether this is correct or not. So 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 5, and 1 by X. Applying the product rule, you are getting 1 by 2 into 1 by X equal to 1 by 3 into 1 by 5. On cross multiplication, 5 into 3 upon 2 is equal to X. Therefore, the value of X will be 15 upon 2. The value of X will be 15 upon 2. Option number C. So A option is incorrect. C option will be correct. So Om Gupta has given the answer C option. Mansi Mahi has given, Saloni, Ayush, then Prakriti Goel, Pavitra, Mahavesh, Rituraj, Janani, Srishti, Kushal, Sakshi, Manisha, great. Everyone has given the answer now. Mrinalika. Okay. So 15 by 2 is the correct answer. So I think this proportion topic is clear now. Now the 7th one, the mean proportional. Mean proportional you have to calculate. That means the middle term you have to calculate. So apply again the same way. Now this time X and Y are already used. So let us assume Z as the middle term. You can assume any number. So it will be Z square is equal to 12x square multiplied by 27y square. So Z will be square root of these two. 12x square multiplied by 27y square. So just simplify this and get the result. So what will be the simplification? X square will become X, Y square root will become Y, and 12 into 27 is 324, which is the square root of 18. So the value will be 18xy. 18xy, option number A. Yes, so most of you have again given the answer 18xy for question number 7, which is option number A. All right. So this was question number 7. Then comes question number 8. Question number 8. A is equal to B by 2 is equal to C by 5. Then find out the value of A ratio B ratio C. So all these ratios you have to calculate. So how to calculate such questions? So So let us understand this also. So before that, let's make some space here. Let's make some space. Now these are now minimized. Yes. Now question number 8 says A is equal to B by 2 is equal to C by 5. Now you have to find out the ratios. So let them equal to a number which is K. हमने क्या assume किया, ये तीनों जो वैल्यूज है ये एक कांस्टेंट के इक्वल है विच इज के. अब वन बाय वन सबको के से कंपेयर करना है. सो कंपेयर ए विद के, तो वैल्यू ऑफ ए इज इक्वल टू के. सेकंड, b by 2 equal to k, so b is equal to 2k. Then c by 5 is equal to k, so c is equal to 5k. Now, what is the requirement? Find the ratio of A, B, and C. The value of A is K, value of B is 2K, and value of C is 5K. K is common in all of them. So K is cancelled. So what is left? 1:2:5. 1:2:5. Okay. Then Sanya is asking about question number 7. See, in question number 7, you have to find the mean proportion. Mean proportion का मतलब है middle value आपको calculate करनी है. So 12x square is the first value. Second आपने assume किया z, and third value is 27y square. So apply the same formula, b square equal to ac. तो सेम फॉर्मूला हमने अप्लाई किया है. नाउ z का स्क्वायर यहां करके क्या बन जाएगा, रूट. तो 12 into 27 is 324 x square y square. और जैसे आपने रूट किया, the result is 18xy. Okay, so this was seventh one, z equal to 18xy. All right. So we were talking about ninth one, a by 3 is equal to b by 4 is equal to c by 7. And what is the requirement of question? It is a plus b plus c upon c. So which property we have to apply? Since there is addition, so it will be addendo. So you have to apply addendo here. So add all the values of numerator a plus b plus c. Add all the values of denominator 3 plus 4 plus 7. Now, in सबको किससे compare करना है? You can compare with anyone. But the requirement of question is we require c in denominator. So therefore, we are comparing with c by 7. So compare it with c by 7. Now we will do the cross multiplication and get the result. So a plus b plus c upon c will give you 14 divided by 7, and that is nothing but 2. So hence the required result is 2. So in this way, you can get the answer. All right. So Tushar Vyas says, nice teaching, sir. Thank you so much there. Asha Begum says, इस chapter के notes कैसे download करें? See, you can download your module from POS Knowledge Portal. If not, if you have not received your hard copy, you can download it from the POS Knowledge Portal. So each and every chapter is available there. It is easy to download from there. All right. Now, and further for some additional question, one thing can be done. You can download the application Students Clinic, and I will share you the additional questions, additional test paper, so that you will be having good practice over that. All right. Now, let's solve the 10th one. Question number 10 says P by Q is equal to R upon S, and it is equal to 2.5 and 1.5. Then you have to find out the value of PS, QR. PS and QR, that means you have to do the cross multiplication. The same question we have covered in the example today. So it is already the same question with same figures. 11th is also the same, which we have covered today in examples. So these two are exactly the same. Then these are similar questions now. So let's try the 13th one. Question number 13. Om says your teaching makes the concept so much clear and easy. That's great. Thank you so much. Isna is asking, मुझे किसी और chapter में doubts है. Okay, see, if you are having doubts from other chapters, you can ask at that time when we will be doing that chapter. Okay, because at present we are doing the ratio and proportion, so that is why we have to take doubts of this topic only. Otherwise, this topic will be left behind. All right. Devansh Kumar says, literally, you are amazing teacher. I've watched your previous recorded classes for June 23. Very amazing. Thank you so much, dear. Okay, so let's move towards the next question now, which is 13. It says A ratio B is equal to 3 ratio 2. And B ratio C is 3:5. And now you have to find out the combined ratio of A, B, and C. So this we have covered in last session. So how to do that? 3:2 and then 3:5. So what is the way to solve this question? So there is one common ratio which is in both the cases. That is A is compared with B and C is also compared with B. So B is having both the values 2 and then 3. So let us multiply them. Let us multiply this 3 with the first ratio and 2 with the second ratio. So 3 into 3 gives 9. Then 3 into 2 gives 6. And 5 into 2 gives 10. So this is the combined ratio 9, 6, and 10. 9, 6, and 10. Okay. So which is the correct option? Option number A. All right. Then Anand is asking about question number 12. Okay. Let's try that also. 12th one. The 12th one says, let's write the question here. 5x minus 3y upon 5y minus 3x equal to 3 by 4. And you have to find out the ratio of x and y. You have to find out the ratio of x and y. So first step is do the cross multiplication. So 4 is multiplied here, 20x minus 12y is equal to 15 by minus 9x. Now keeping x on one side and y on other side, so it will become 29x is equal to 27y. Now you have to find x upon y is equal to 27 upon 29. So therefore your ratio is 27:29. Okay. So it is option number D. A, B, and C are not correct. Option number D will be correct. So it is 27 ratio 29. Okay. Then next one. 14th. So 14th is already similar, which we have covered. Applying the properties, you can do that. So shall we try question number 14 or you will do it yourself? Because it's easy. Then let's try 15th is similar to 13th question. So this can be done easily. 16th one, division of 750 into 3 parts in the ratio of 4, 5 and 6. Very, very easy. 750 को 3 parts में divide करना है. Given ratio is 4, 5 and 6. So yes, this can be easily done. So 750 multiplied by 4 upon the total is 15. This will be the first portion. Then 750 into 5 by 15. And then 750 into 6 by 15. So all these three values can be computed in this manner. So 750 into 4 by 15, 5 by 15, and then 6 by 15. So 200, 250, and then 300. So this was 16th one. Now, do it, yes, okay. Then Shalyan says we will do. Srishti says already done till 20, that's great. Harsh says logical reason of question 13. See, B is the common between them. That is why we have to multiply value of B on both the sides to make them equal. Okay. Pooja says, I'm not getting question number 14. Please try. Okay, let's do question number 14. Two people are having the doubts. So in question number 14, it says x by 2 equal to y by 3 equal to z by 7. So let us make them equal to a constant, which is k. So value of x will be 2k, value of y will be 3k, and value of z will be 7k. Now, what is the requirement of question? It says 2x minus 5y, 2x minus 5y upon 2y. This is the requirement of question. So let's substitute the value. 2 multiplied by 2k, 5 multiplied by 3k, and 4 multiplied by 7k upon 2 into 3k. So let's see what is the result. 4k minus 15k plus 28k upon 6k. So what is the result? 4 plus 28 is 32, minus 15 gives 17. 17 upon 6. K and k will get cancelled. All right. So this is question number 14. So this was question number 14. Then Sneha Gupta says, I'm from non-maths background and I didn't like maths from starting. But by all lectures, I have no problem in maths teaching. That's great, Sneha. So Sneha is motivator for all of us because all those students who are from non-maths background, so she is getting now interest in maths and she is able to solve all the questions. That's great. So if Sneha can do it, then everybody can do it. And truly speaking, CA is not at all difficult if we are doing each and everything on regular basis with consistency, with proper revision. And I was basically a science student. I was having science in class 11th and 12th. In class 12 in between, I changed my subject from science to commerce. Science से मैंने commerce लिया तो क्लास 12th के अंदर और उसके बाद फिर मैंने सीए परस्यू किया. So it was of course very difficult for me because I was a science student, non-accounts background. So thereby it was very difficult for me to follow the accounting concepts and everything. But I also tried hard. I completed class 11th accounts in 1 month. In complete 1 month, I covered full year course of class 11, and after that, I started doing CA. So if I can do it, anyone can do it, right? So I had basically applied for CA in 2006. In 2006, I completed my class 12. And at that time, it was PE1, that is Professional Education 1. And there were 4 papers, and all papers were subjective. All papers were subjective at that time. And exam was due after 1 year, that is in May 2007. My exam for PE1, that is the foundation, was due in May 2007. But in between what happened in September 2006, there was one announcement that P1 will be converted into CPT, that is Common Proficiency Test, and all papers will be in objective pattern. So instead of subjective, it became objective, and exam will occur in November 2006. That means my exam was preponed. 6 months पहले एग्जाम हो रहा था. नॉर्मली तो क्या होता है, किसी भी रीजन की वजह से एग्जाम पोस्टपोन होता है, लाइक एनी रीजन. बट यहाँ पर एग्जाम क्या हो गया, प्रीपोन हो गया. प्रीपोन अगर आपका एग्जाम हो जाए, देन यू कैन फील दैट लाइक कैसा आप एग्जाम दे पाएंगे नहीं दे पाएंगे. तो सेम सिचुएशन वाज विद मी, बट मैंने कहा एटलीस्ट गिव अ ट्राई. तो नवंबर 2006 में मैंने एग्जाम दिया. एग्जाम डेट वाज 12 नवंबर 2006 and my result came on 2nd December 2006, and luckily I got good marks. I passed in my first attempt. So that's my story, because it was very like surprising for me also that I scored good marks, because I was basically a science student. So if I can do it, then of course you can also do it. And from 2nd December 2006, after just CPT, at that time, after CPT, there was articleship. So I started my articleship immediately in December 2006. And the duration of articleship was 3.5 years at that time. So I completed my articleship for 3.5 years. And you know what? My first audit in my articleship, the first audit which I was able to do it was my school, from where I completed my class 12. तो जहां से मैंने स्कूल से क्लास 12 कंप्लीट किया, जस्ट नेक्स्ट ईयर उसी स्कूल की मैंने ऑडिट से स्टार्टिंग। तो 2006 से मैंने क्लास 12 क्लियर किया, 2007 के अंदर उसी स्कूल की मैंने ऑडिट की। तो दिस वाज आल्सो वेरी ग्रेट फॉर मी, लाइक उसी स्कूल की ऑडिट करना। तो इट वाज, आई फील आई एम वेरी लकी फॉर दैट आल्सो। एंड आफ्टर दैट आल्सो, उसके बाद जो मैंने ग्रेजुएशन किया, आई कंप्लीटेड माय ग्रेजुएशन फ्रॉम 2007 टू 2009, 3 इयर्स मैंने ग्रेजुएशन को कंप्लीट किया। एंड ग्रेजुएशन 2009 में मैंने कंप्लीट किया। जिस कॉलेज से मैंने कंप्लीट किया, उसी कॉलेज में in 2010 I started teaching. I was faculty in college. तो जिस कॉलेज से मैंने स्टडी किया, उसी कॉलेज में मैंने पढ़ाना भी शुरू किया। सो सब कुछ इसी तरह से आगे चलता गया। सो इफ आई कैन डू इट, देन ऑफ कोर्स एवरीवन कैन डू इट। सो दिस वाज वन थिंग। देन Sakshi is asking how much it take you to clear C. If you are consistent, then you can do in one go. एक बार में आप कर सकते हैं, बस डेली का काम डेली करना है। आज जो आपने क्लास में पढ़ा है, आज ही आप उसे रिवाइज कर लें, आज ही उनको कंप्लीट कर लें। एंड कीप, एक हफ्ते में एक दिन ऐसा रखें जिस दिन आपको रिवीजन करना है, तो उस दिन आप प्योरली क्या करेंगे? रिवीजन करेंगे, और कुछ भी नहीं, राइट? So let's move. And then Khushbu is asking कौन सा एप्लीकेशन डाउनलोड करना है? So you can download Students Clearing App. STUDENTS, Students Clearing. So you can ask your other doubts there also. और वहां पर आपको additional questions and everything for practice मिल जाएगा. So it will be easy for you if you require. Okay. So Students Clearing. Now let's move. The sum of ages of 3 persons is 150 years. 3 लोगों की एज का सम गिवन है 150। Solve this question the best way using option. तो क्वेश्चन ने क्या बोला है? प्रेजेंट एज को फाइंड करना है, एंड 10 years पहले का रेशियो गिवन है 789. So if you try option number 1, 45, 50 and 55. So this is the age. Now 10 years before इन सबकी एज क्या होगी? Subtract 10 from all of them. 35, 40 and 45. So now check the ratio. So cancel with the help of 5. Ratio will be 7, 8, 9. Yes, it is the correct ratio, 7, 8, 9. Therefore, option number A is correct. Okay. So 7, 8, 9. Then Mr. Sundaran is asking in example number 3, profit को हमने subtract किया and you are getting 7.49. See, you have to subtract 17.5%, not 17.5. Then you will get easily 7.26. Okay. Question number 18 is about fourth term Yes, the 18 says the numbers are not in proportion. The fourth term for which they will be in proportion. तो इसका मतलब हुआ कि फोर्थ टर्म जो है वो रॉन्ग है. यू हैव टू चेंज द फोर्थ टर्म. तो फोर्थ टर्म क्या होनी चाहिए? दिस यू हैव टू आंसर. You have to answer the fourth term. That means the fourth term is missing for us. Question number 18, 14, 16, 35, and then dash. Because 42 is the wrong value since they are not in proportion. So now you can apply the formula. 14x is equal to 16 into 35. So x will be 16 into 35 upon 14. Let's cancel them. How much we are getting? 8 into 5 is 40. The value of x is equal to 40. Okay. Nazia says, please explain question number 17 once again. Okay. See, in question number 17, आपको option से try करना है. जो भी option आपको given है, that is for the present age. Present age में से सब में से क्या less करना है? आपको 10 years subtract करने हैं. तो जैसे ही आपने 10 years को subtract किया, you are getting 35, 40 and 45. Now simplify this ratio. जैसे ही इस ratio को आपने simplify किया, you are getting 7, 8, 9. And this is the given ratio of the question. Therefore, option number A is correct. अगर A से match नहीं होता, then you have to try with B or C or D. Okay. Then the next one. So 19, this is a theoretical basic question. X upon Y is equal to Z upon W. Implies Y by X and W by Z. तो दोनों वैल्यू को क्या कर दिया हमने? इनवर्स कर दिया है. So this process is known as invertendo. So which option is correct for question number 19? Option number D, because it is invertendo. दोनों वैल्यू को क्या किया है? इनवर्स. X by Y is written as Y by X. Z by W is written as W by Z. Since we have reciprocated them, we have inversed them, so it is invertendo. Then 20th, P by Q is equal to R by S. And now it is written as P minus R and Q minus S. So this process is known as subtrahendo because they have subtracted them. So it is subtrahendo. Then 21, A plus B is equal to C by D. And the result is A plus B upon A minus B. So both the signs are available. Positive in numerator, negative in denominator. So it is componendo and dividendo. So which is the option? Option number C. Componendo and dividendo. Then 22nd, U by V equal to W by P. Now in numerator, U minus V is written and in denominator, U plus V is written. Numerator is negative, denominator is positive. So whether it is correct or not, no, it is not componendo and dividendo because numerator should be positive and denominator should be negative. So it is not among the property. Therefore, option will be none of these. None of these. So 23 is very easy. One figure is missing. You can calculate. 24 is same. Again, you can calculate. 25 is the mean proportion. So mean proportion also we have done many questions. 26. Now this 26 can be done very easily because we have practiced 2 times. We require A plus B plus C to add all the numbers. 4 plus 5 plus 9 divided by C. What is the value of C? It is 9. So 18 upon 9 gives 2. So in this way, you can easily solve. All right. Then we are having question number 27. Two numbers are in the ratio 3:4. If 6 is added to each terms of the ratio, then the new ratio will be 4:5. Then the numbers are. So what is given here? Two numbers are in the ratio of 3:4. So let the two numbers be 3x and 4x. These are the numbers. If 6 is added, if we add 6 to both of them, then the new ratio will become 4/5. So we can write them 3x upon 4x. If 6 is added to both of them, then the new ratio becomes 4:5, or you can say 4/5. Now simply do the cross multiplication and get the result. So 15x plus 30 is equal to 16x plus 24. So how much you are getting? X equal to 6. Now this is the value of x. Now you have to find the two numbers. First number is 3x. So 3 into 6, 18. Second number is 4x. So 4 into 6, 24. So 18 and 24, these are the two numbers. ये दोनों वो नंबर हो गए जिसका रेशियो आपको गिवन. All right. So Prakriti Goel has given the answer. Manisha, Sakshi. Okay, great. Then Om has also given the answer. Anand Kumar, Diksha. Then Miss Chandana is asking, how can I ask you doubts? So you can download the app as I've already told you, and you can ask your doubts there also. Okay. Then the next one, 28. 28 says A by 4 is equal to B by 5. Then which of the following option is correct? So from the options, you have to get an idea which property we have to apply. So see the option carefully. You will get to know which property is applicable. So since plus and minus both signs are available, you have to apply componendo and dividendo. So if you apply componendo and dividendo, it will be a plus 4 upon a minus 4 equal to b plus 5 upon b minus 5. So according to this, which is the correct option? Option number B. Option number B. Okay. Then Pratyush is asking, this app is available on App Store. Yes, it is available. You have to download from there only. 29. A ratio B is equal to 4:1. Then find the value of root A by B plus root B by A. So how you can simplify this? 29. So A by B is equal to 4/1. So from this, you can see that the value of A and B is given. So since the value of A and B is given, you can substitute the value and get the result. So how will you substitute? The value of A is 4 and value of B is 1. 4 is written in place of A, 1 is written in place of B. So from this, A is 4 and B is 1. Now substitute the value. 4 upon 1 plus root 1 upon 4. It will give 2 plus half. That is 5/2. Option number A. So option number A is correct. Okay. So Vidisha is saying, I got very much motivated from your journey of becoming CA. Thank you so much, Vidisha. That's great. So always you have to also motivate others. Always try that how you can motivate others also. अगर आप दूसरों को मोटिवेट करेंगे तो खुद आपकी प्रोग्रेस और ज्यादा निखर के आएगी और ज्यादा अच्छी होगी बिकॉज आप दूसरों को मोटिवेशन तभी कर पाएंगे जब आपने अपनी खुद की प्रोग्रेस की होगी आपने खुद ने कुछ अचीव किया होगा लाइफ में सो ऑलवेज फोकस ऑन गिविंग टू अदर्स ऑलवेज यू विल गेट एवरीथिंग ओके and also I was basically a very average student in my student's life so that was also very challenging for me and मेरी कभी भी ऑल इंडिया रैंक नहीं आई थी सो आई बेसिकली गॉट 48th रैंक इन सीपीटी so that was not officially announced but yes that was 48th rank and in I also like completed CMA intermediate during my CA inter studies so in CMA intermediate I secured AIR 43 so that was also a great achievement for me because I never secured good rank or good marks in my school life but yes in my professional exam I got AIR 43 so that was also very good for me so if I can get of course you all can get this you all can achieve this so moving towards the next question 30 question number 30 you have to simplify this so this question seems to be difficult but it is not at all difficult this seems to be difficult, but it is not at all difficult. How? See, whenever such kind of question is given, equate them with a constant k. Equate them with a constant k. Therefore, the value of x will be b plus c minus a into k. Y is equal to c plus a minus b into k. And z is equal to a plus b minus c into k. This is the value of x, y, z. Now you have to find out the value of b minus c into x plus c minus a into y plus a minus b into z. Now, simply what you have to do, substitute the value of x, y, z in this given question. So b minus c. Now, what is the value of x? b plus c minus a into k. Plus c minus a as it is. Substitute the value of y. c plus a minus b into k. Then again plus a minus b as it is. Value of z is a plus b minus c into k. Now k is coming everywhere, so you can take k as common. Now if you multiply inside, so some values are positive and some values are negative. It automatically will get cancelled and it will become 0. So k into 0, the final result will be 0. So whenever such question is there, no need to solve it completely. This is known as cyclical order. This is known as cyclical order, where some values are positive, some are negative, and it will cancel everything. Result will be 0. Some more questions of this point is available in our next topic, which is indices. The next topic which we'll be covering is indices. So there we will be doing such concept where all positive negative will get cancelled and the final result will be 0. So no need to solve this completely. Directly the answer will become 0. Okay. So Aisha Minal says your CA journey is so inspiring. Piyush says I love the way of teaching. Great. Then Srishti says we can easily do some question by hit and trial. It saves time. Yes, of course, because since our pattern is MCQ, so in most of the cases, wherever possible, you can try option method because it can save a lot of time. Then Mr. Malla says, won't this type of question utilize all our time of 2 hours? See, in examination, all the questions are not lengthy, all the questions are not very short. So some questions you can solve them in 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and some may take time of 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So overall average, we have to complete 100 questions in 2 hours. And of course, speed have to be increased, no worries. प्राची से एग्जाम से पहले कोर्स खत्म हो जाएगा यस ऑफ कोर्स इवन 1 or 1.5 month gap will be there because we will be completing course around maybe in October or your exam will be in I think December, so it will be around 1 or 1.5 month gap will be there. Rishita says you never let your students bored. That's great compliment. So then Abhimanyu is asking about notes. See, you can prepare your notes from all which we are doing in our class. And for some additional things, of course, I have already told you, you can download the application. So there you will be getting step by step, chapter wise, everything, some notes, some test questions and everything. So you can do there. No need to worry. So here we have completed our topic, which is ratio and proportion. And then the next class will be of indices, which is tomorrow. So we will be doing tomorrow the next topic, which is law of indices. Right? So law of indices is a very small chapter, very interesting chapter. So that will be completed in one shot only. So tomorrow is Sunday and the timing is same 2 to 4. So there is a class tomorrow, the same time, 2 to 4. Then Shravangi says, your CA journey is so motivating. I think it is the best session because I understand more than 90% of this session and thank you so much. That's great. See, my aim is to make the maths easy because always there is a mathematical phobia in each and everybody's mind. So my always aim is to make maths very, very easy so that you can easily solve the questions and score good marks in your examination. Okay. So I think it is now good to go. You have to revise today itself, whatever we have covered today, revise everything, complete your homework or the remaining questions you have to complete by today. And let's meet again tomorrow. Till then, bye everyone. Take care and see you soon. Yes, sir.